Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into something you might not have given enough attention to, but it could be sabotaging your plans for success without you even realizing it. Have you ever wondered why certain things don't flow even when you're giving your all? Well, the answer might lie in your own words. Sometimes, what you share or who you share it with could be undermining your chances of achieving the success you so deeply desire. Now, let's be honest. How many times have you told someone about your goals, only to watch everything fall apart afterward? Or that brilliant idea you shared but it never took off? This happens more often than you think. But what's behind this? There's a secret that only a few people know, and today you're about to discover it. In this video, I'll reveal the 3 main topics you need to be very careful about sharing. Believe me, this could be what's holding you back from growing. And from today on, you'll have control over what to say and, more importantly, what not to say. Let's dive in together, understand how to avoid these traps, and put your goals back on the right track. Have you ever stopped to think about how your words can shape your future? What many people don't realize is that some topics are too precious to be shared indiscriminately. The more you talk about your plans and feelings, the more vulnerable you become to external opinions and influences. And trust me, not everyone who hears your ideas wants you to succeed. The energy around you can completely change just because you said too much. Let's think about it. How many times have you shared a plan with someone only for things to start going wrong immediately after? The person may not have had bad intentions, but the mere fact of exposing your ideas opens doors to criticism, doubts, and often that negativity disguised as advice. This is something we've all experienced, but few realize the impact it has on the results we seek. Today, we're going to dive deep into this concept and understand why keeping certain information to yourself can be the first step toward success. It's not about hiding who you are or what you want, but about protecting your energy and focus. This way, you'll shield yourself from influences that can divert you from the path you've set. And in the end, the one who benefits most is you. But first, we need to understand exactly what shouldn't be shared. Personal goals. The first topic you need to be careful about sharing is your personal goals. It may seem harmless, but when you talk about your plans before putting them into action, you open the door to opinions and judgments. This creates expectations that often aren't even yours, but those of the people around you. Without realizing it, you start feeling the pressure to meet those expectations, which can demotivate you before you've even taken the first step. And what happens when someone questions the viability of your plans? A simple comment like, "Will that really work?" can be enough to plant a seed of doubt in your mind. That initial confidence you had begins to fade, and suddenly, what once seemed possible now feels like an insurmountable challenge. It's in that moment that your dreams can start to weaken, simply because they were exposed too soon. That's why a valuable tip is, keep your goals secret until they are well underway. Let the results speak for themselves. Imagine, for example, that you're planning to start your own business. Before telling everyone, focus on making your plan a reality first. When you share success instead of intentions, people's reactions are completely different. And best of all, you stay in control of your own destiny. Finances and investments. Another delicate topic that requires caution when sharing is your finances and investments. Money always sparks strong opinions, and when you expose your financial plans, you're opening the door to unsolicited advice or, worse, judgments about your choices. People may think they know what's best for your money, even without understanding your reality. And often, what starts as a simple conversation can end up generating unnecessary insecurities. Imagine you're about to invest in something you've researched thoroughly, but after mentioning it to someone, you're flooded with doubts and ungrounded suggestions. Suddenly, that plan which seemed promising now feels too risky, not because of your analysis, but because of other people's opinions. This could even steer you off the right path or make you rush decisions just to avoid judgments or please others. The best strategy here is discretion. Take care of what's yours and make financial decisions based on what makes sense for your life, not on other people's expectations. If you're planning a significant investment, study, research, and trust your judgment. After all, you're the one living your financial reality. And in the end, you're also the one who reaps the rewards, whether they're good or bad. Vulnerabilities and insecurities. Lastly, it's crucial to be very careful when sharing your vulnerabilities and insecurities. We all have weaknesses, but when we reveal them indiscriminately, we risk exposing ourselves to judgments or even manipulation. Not everyone is capable of handling that information respectfully. Often, people who seem like friends may use your insecurities against you, even unconsciously. That's why it's important to be selective about who you share this kind of information with. Remember that time when you confided a fear or insecurity to someone, only for them to later use it against you in an argument or joke. That can leave deep emotional scars and reinforce feelings of inadequacy. The truth is, not everyone is ready or trustworthy enough to handle your vulnerabilities. Ideally, you should seek out truly trustworthy people, like a mentor, therapist, or someone close with an open heart. Protecting yourself emotionally doesn't mean closing yourself off completely, but rather choosing the people around you more carefully. By sharing your insecurities with the right people, you can gain support and often see a path to overcoming them. But exposing those weaknesses to those who lack empathy can leave you even more vulnerable. So, be careful who you share your internal struggles with, because this can directly affect your resilience and success. So, to recap, the three main topics you should be cautious about sharing are your personal goals, your finances, and your vulnerabilities. These are sensitive areas, and sharing them indiscriminately can open the door to criticism, judgment, and interference that could sabotage your success. The key here is knowing who to share this information with, because, depending on the person, even the most innocent advice can steer you off course. By keeping these aspects more protected, you're actually strengthening your mind and emotional resilience. This allows you to focus on what truly matters, without being distracted by other people's opinions or negative energy. For instance, being more discreet about your finances helps you avoid unnecessary comparisons that could create anxiety or insecurity. And by keeping your goals to yourself until they're more solidified, you preserve your motivation and focus. In the end, the secret lies in sharing wisely. This doesn't mean you need to isolate yourself, but rather that you should carefully choose the people you trust with these important details. By protecting these areas of your life, you maintain control over your own path, which in turn increases your chances of achieving success with greater clarity and confidence.